Now, The Voice UK returned to our screens at the weekend, and of course its host is Emma Willis. This Saturday, though, bit of a swap going on. Emma is taking her place in the famous red chair for the very first time. Well, Emma joins me now. You see your face, it was glowing. You were so happy.
I've even watched it. That's kind of the first time I've seen it properly as well. So I'm like, oh, it's amazing.
I know. So tell me how that all happened.
Well, I've been on the show for a long time, and I stay in my spot. I stay outside the stage. I don't speak when I'm not spoken to. But to say I've been encouraged to kind of have more of a voice.
Right.
And I was like, OK, well, do you know what? I'm watching that screen all the time going, I can't believe they haven't turned. Why haven't they turned? And I never get to ask them. So I was like, OK, why didn't you turn? Because the guy who was out before Jen and Liv was amazing. And I couldn't believe that, spoiler, nobody had turned for him.
Yes.
Which is why I then kind of said to Will, why didn't you turn? And he said, you know, it's not that easy.
So you have a go then?
You're only good. And you know when people say, be careful what you wish for? Because for years I've been wishing for a go in that chair.
Sure.
And then I sat there and suddenly like, I'm very unqualified for this position. I should not be in it. But it was brilliant. And now I want my own button.
I think
just
you
like
should...
a little one-off random once a series.
Maybe they should just give you a button, like if nobody turns and you think they should have, but then you'd be pressing the button all the time. That's the
but
thing.
maybe just like a Willis
if you're allowed one
card.
Yes. Yes.
That would be good.
I think that's a very, very good
voice.
idea. This time, though, we're seeing bands, aren't we? Which is which I think is really good.
We can have bands and groups. So we've had, obviously, solo performers, duets, and now we are encouraging groups, which is what I love about The Voice is that we constantly try and evolve it and you know, kind of open up for anyone that hasn't been able to take part before, because it's been going for a long time now.
It has, but it's still, it's great it's back, because I think we need shows like that.
Yeah.
That are, like, give people a chance.
Yeah.
And that are uplifting.
Yeah.
And that you feel better for watching.
It's feel-good telly.
It absolutely
it's
is.
great.
100%.
Like, I love sitting around. The kids love watching it. We kind of all get together and, you know, they scream at the telly like I scream when I'm with the friends and family. And it's just nice and easy. And it's lovely to see people really pursuing their dreams, I think, and, you know, willing them on and hoping that they succeed.
Exactly, just having a chance, and everybody just wants them to do as well. And even, look, even if they go on and nobody turns round, they've had a chance to perform, and you never know what might come from that.
Yeah, and it's how you use the experience. You know, it's a massive platform with a lot of people watching.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Like, and your children love it. Do they love it enough to want to be on it? Because, I mean, The Voice Kids is around. How would you feel about that, though?
Yeah, my youngest, Trixie, is 7. And she, I mean, every time I go to work on The Voice, she's like, is it my day to come and audition? And I've kind of said to her, you know, I don't think it would be in the rules that one of my kids would be allowed to audition. But my children have been and watched filming, and we have a brilliant warm-up guy who gets people up.
Oh, he's brilliant. I know him very well. He's fantastic,
and he gets people up so that they can have a go whilst they're waiting for the coaches to come out. So my son's kind of been up and had a little go in front of the audience, but obviously not televised. And Trixie was the one that said, I want to have a go. So we were like, right, now's your opportunity to go and sing. And she said, but the coaches aren't there.
Oh.
I'm like, well, no, they're not coming out yet.
Oh, well, I'm sure
and she said, well, I'm not doing it without the coaches there because I want to be on a team.
That's fantastic.
I was like,
but it's kind of inevitable when you look at it. I mean, because Matt's on tour now, isn't he? Your lovely husband. Yeah, they've just finished the tour, and obviously the whole family is able to go and see that, which is fantastic. You know, it's like a family outing.
It's amazing.
And for them to see him doing his, you know, doing his thing, what he does, and loving it.
Yeah, Isabel and Ace have kind of dabbled with it over the years and seen him, but it was the first time. Trixie was really young last time they toured, so she didn't quite understand. So it was the first time this year that all three have kind of really got it at the same time.
Look.
And they loved it. I didn't know. She's the type of child, she'll give something 5 minutes or her whole life.
Right.
And I didn't know which way a live gig was going to go. And it's her whole life.
Oh, that's good.
She loves it.
It went the right way. And you two, you and Matt are going to be working together, aren't you? Next year.
We are.
Got something to look forward to.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're doing Love is Blind UK, which is... I'm so excited about it. I watched the American series and the minute I started...
It's really good.
I could not stop.
That's the trouble. It's addictive telly.
It is.
You need to know what's going to happen.
But it's also love. I mean, we all love, don't we?
Of course, absolutely.
And I love Matt, and it's nice to work with him.
It really is. And do you know what? I thought the documentary that you did, and he was in here talking about it, and obviously, you know, of course, very much featured you heavily. It was great. That again, you know, him coming out and talking about really tough things. You know, we were just talking about Robbie Williams earlier on, and him being very open and very honest. It's really good, Emma, because it isn't PR'd. It isn't sort of, you know, it's raw.
I think if you're going to do, and this was very much Matt's take on it as well, if you're going to do that, it has to be warts and all to have the effect you want it to have to hopefully help other people.
Oh, and it definitely did.
So, yeah.
No, it was great. It really was. Meantime, though, we can see you in The Voice. We'll look out for Love is Blind. I hope it's on very early next year. I'm looking forward to that. But The Voice on this weekend, of course, and you get a chance to do that.
Can't wait.
How fabulous. 7:25 on ITV1. Emma, thanks.
Thank you.
Cheered me up no end.
Oh,
thank you.